Stay with me also in this video to see where I display my analytics of how I got 1.7 million views in the last 28 days. This is a proof telling you that everything I'm teaching you here in this channel is doable, is practical. Just follow the steps. If your videos keep dying at 200 views, it's not because your content is bad. Get me clear. It's because you're missing 5 simple settings inside YouTube Studios that the algorithm actually looks at. All right. Most creators never touch this, and that's why their videos stay stuck, while others, even with less quality content, all right, keeps getting pushed. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly the 5 things I did. All right, I made my video, my channel, grew tremendously, exponentially. All right, do this right, and YouTube start recommending your content a lot more. I'm going to show you guys now where to activate the upload defaults on the YouTube Studio. But first of all, let's just get a brief rundown on the YouTube Studio and some very important things. Later on, I'll do another video fully highlighting how to use the YouTube Studio to optimize your videos to help the algorithm understand what you are doing. All right. So first of all, let's go to channel customization down there. All right. So as you can see here, you have the banner where you put your banner up on your profile page, and then you have your picture, which is your picture logo. All right, what your logo is all about, what your channel is all about. And then the most important one I want you to pay attention to is the channel description. As you can see, description, the channel description. All right, you want to write what is should I say what your channel is all about, and at the end you leave some hashtags also relating to your channel. In case you don't know where to or how to properly write this, you can go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to write a YouTube channel description for you on your fashion channel, on your movie or AI channel, on your gadget review channel, or your YouTube monetization channel. All right, and it will bring out some very good write-ups for you, which you can then choose. So you can see this place has so many different things. You can see your links where you can also add your social media links, your Instagram, your TikToks, your Facebook links. All right, you can also add it in here. All right, yes. So this is what I'm trying to show you about. So the YouTube Studio should be your friend. All right, you should make sure you have the YouTube Studio, and when you want to monetize or grow your channel on YouTube, it is extremely important to understand the YouTube Studio. All right, so now we go to settings in the YouTube Studio, and then you see some of the icons. It has general, all right, channels. You can see the upload default, which we're coming to. In the channels, for instance, let's stop briefly here. You want to put your keywords. This is very important. This section of the basic info is very important. All right, the keywords should relate to also what your channel is all about. All right, so if your channel is all about comedy, skits, games, all right, you want to write keywords associated with that. So that's why I say I put different keywords for the purpose of this tutorial. All right, so this is what we're talking about. All right, so for instance, now you can see in the upload defaults the description, meaning that anytime you upload your video, anytime you upload any video at all, these descriptions will also come in the description section. You can write a description about that video, but this description will always also come in down there. That's why it's called defaults. All right, so you want to actually do this because this has some SEOs. You're going to ChatGPT going to give you the description, remember, for your channel, and also add some SEO to it. So you want to put it in here. All right, you want to put it in here. Now you can see the tags also. So here you want to add few tags that is also related to your channel. This tag is like synonymous, or it's kind of similar with the keywords. But you know, YouTube and most other social media platforms depends on metadata. All right, so all these are form of building your data blocks. All right, so those data blocks will help the algorithm to understand what your channel is all about. The description, both on channel description and upload defaults, you want to put that. Then the channel keywords, both on channels and also on upload defaults, you want to put the keywords on channel. Then you come to upload defaults and add your tags. All right, so pay attention. So when you're done, you just click on save, and you see your settings will be okay. And so let's set the made for keys. All right, let's show you how it works and where it is in the YouTube Studio. These are some of the things people ignore. No, you want to set this right. All right, so when you come to settings, you go to a channel. All right, on channel you see basic info, advanced settings, feature eligibility. Now, we've already said in the basic info that's where you're going to put your keywords, which are also very important. All right, then on advanced setting you see this is where you're going to set either made for kids permanently or not, because if you don't set it here, whenever you want to upload a video, it keeps telling you to set this. It keeps telling you to click to toggle which one you want. Either yes, set this channel as made for kids, or no, set this channel as not made for kids, or I want to review this setting in every video. So you want to click this as not made for kids. However, if you have the kids channel, fine, you click it as made for kids permanently, so this doesn't keep coming up. All right, and when you don't do this correctly, let's say you make your normal usual content and then there are kids content inside it, this will make YouTube reduce your video recommendation to the general like for you page or for you feed. All right, and also could lead to strike if there are a lot of kids content in your normal videos made for adults. All right, so you want to set this yes, this basic info correctly. And it's better you do it permanently, so it doesn't keep coming up telling you to set it made for kid or not. If not, you might not be able, it will not let you upload your long form video. So this is very important for the algorithm to understand what you are doing. It's part of what will help your video go far. All right, let's go to the embedding now. All right, so let's check in the settings where it is found and if yours is already enabled by default or not. So all these things, even if they are enabled by default, make sure you check them and make sure they are actually enabled, because this will help your videos rank and do the right thing on YouTube. So we go to feature eligibilities, channels, basic info, advanced settings, feature eligibility. All right, so you see enabled. You see, for instance, standard feature enabled, intermediate feature enabled. All right, now what does the intermediate feature comprises? You see it listed there, but we go to advanced feature, also enabled. Now you see appealing content ID claims. This is what all those things is. External links in the video description, embed live stream, create more live stream daily, create more shorts daily, A/B testing of titles and thumbnails, upload more more videos daily, eligible to apply for monetization. All right, so all this is what is embedded. All right, so let's go to the analytics on YouTube Studio. Let's dive into analytics, which is the most important setting, or not a setting per se, but you reviewing your back end. It's like you reviewing your back end of your content or of your work. If you're a website developer, you understand what I mean by back end. So you want to review your back end. Back ends help us to understand what's happening and how to improve on it. So for instance, now we go to the overview, all right, in that, and you see your channel views over 1.7 million. You see the watch time 10k. You see subscribers plus 6.4 thousand. So this is one of my channels really doing well on shorts. All right, yes, the shorts is really doing one of these channels, so that's why I'm using this as an example for you guys. So you want to pay attention and study how your analytics is all about. So at the end of this analytics, you will also see where your viewers is coming from. So you want to stay tuned to the end of this analytics to see where your viewers is coming from, so you pay so you know the kind of contents to keep doing, and also your content that also brought more of the views. All right, so for example, you can see top content in this period. The analysis is going to show you the top contents from the most ranking, from the highest views all the way down. All right, so it's very, very important. Yeah, so when they then go to content, so let's see how the analytics also analyze each of the contents one by one in the last 28 days. Mind you, this feed now is coming for the last 28 days. So as you can see now, I said new views from the shorts. All right, so this is what you want, the typical views, viewers across all formats. I can say typical views also from the shorts in the last 28 days. Now look at the impressions and how they led to watch time. This is very important. 6.5 million impressions. All right, 83.4% from YouTube recommending your content. So you want to check this, guys. Go on this and check if YouTube is recommending your content. Now you see 83.4, meaning this content is highly pushed by YouTube, all right, to the recommendation feed. So if YouTube starts recommending your shorts or your long form video, you know you've clicked with YouTube algorithm. All right, so you can see 83.4% from YouTube recommending your content. That is why it got so much million views, and this channel is really doing well. So when you keep posting consistently and following all the guides, all the tips we are teaching in this channel, YouTube will definitely push your content, because by then YouTube has fully understood what you're doing in your all right, in your channel. So it's very, very important. So let's go to audience. See monthly audience 735.4k, all right, subscribers plus 6.4k, all right. So this is very, very important, and you can see between July 18th to August 14th, all right. So this helps you understand what your contents, what your videos is doing, and how well they are performing. So you do more of it, or you don't do, or you do less of it, and you focus on which one is working, or you keep trying new things. All right. So you see audience by watch behavior. So pay attention here. We're going to reveal, so many things. So what are the audience watching? How is the behavior? How are they watching it? Are they watching it longer, or they just come in, click and go? Now, when your viewers are on YouTube, you look at your local time. This heat map is showing you when your viewers are most active on YouTube, and you can see from the heat map, you can see 6 p.m. That's when it's most active. So you want to pay attention to this time, and then you can see where it says publish time is not known to directly affect the long-term performance of a video. All right, most creators will say publish at so time, publish at so time. Follow, or rather pay attention to that heat map. That will tell you individually when your own audience, all right, is coming on, and then you want to upload a majority of that time. All right, then you can see the age and gender. All right, you can see the device type. Are they using the TV most? Are they using the mobile phone most? Are they using the tablet most? Are they using the computer most? Then you can see topographic. Now the top geographics. Now this is what I'm talking about, that you're going to know where your audience is coming from, where your video is traveling all the way to, and where it's more domiciled, where it has more reach. United States 11.2%, Mexico, all right, 11.1%, Brazil, and Indonesia. So it means it's going to the Americas more. All right. So do you want to pay attention where your videos is going to? Because if you get monetized, where your videos reaches will determine how much you are getting, in any of your video that after you've been monetized. All right. So you see, this is very, very important. Now they also added in the channel analytics trend. They are trying to give you an idea of the kind of content you should make that are really or trending, currently at that time on the YouTube mainstream. All right. So this is kind of, for instance, see what people are watching. All right. So these are the things you see what people are looking for. They see some top stories making the rounds. So you can make, you can generate a content, be it a news, be it a tutorial, be it a comedy skit, be it analysis. You can make your own videos. All right, surrounding that, because according to the analytics, this is what is trending. Or pay attention to what we just talked about, which number one, we'll talk about the channel settings and the upload defaults. All right, and we'll explain that in details. And after that, you want to go on the embedded settings, which are the default settings. All right, you want to check if yours is in the enabled state rather than the disabled state. All right, which we also just talked about. Then after that, we want to talk about, then we also talked about the most important, analytics. So when you review all that on your YouTube studio, also make sure your video is not missing some of the also important things that can lead to retention, that can lead to CTR, which is the click-through rates, such as your thumbnails, your good titles, your good hooks. In between the 0 to 30 seconds of your videos, use a strong hook. So don't forget these points. This is very important. Go to your YouTube settings, check on the made for kids and not made for kids. You want to permanent your choice. All right, check on the upload default. You want to upload the descriptions and the tags, the keywords, so they are all default anytime you upload your videos. Go to your analytics, make your analytics your friend. It's very, very important. All right, so these are the few steps or you can take. Trust me, YouTube will start recommending your video in no time. So if you love this video, all right, do not forget to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, so next time I come online, you always get my videos timely. Let's go.